Samriti ma'am, first of all, like, thank you for being on this podcast. Thank you for like making this happen. And
Thank you, Morris, for inviting me. It's also a great thing to kind of, talk to someone who can at least ask our views and put it across.
yeah, just to like start out, obviously for the viewers who watch Bada Business content, they for sure know who you are and what you do. But apart from Bada Business, also you have had a big experience in mass comm as an industry, in journalism as an industry. So if you could run someone in depth as to like who you are, what you have done till now, and currently what are you involved into? So what would that be?
I have actually, been, as you said, in the mass media journalism industry. And I was working in that industry for the last 12 years till I made a career switch into Bada Business, which is not journalism, but also similarly a part of mass media in some sense.
Yeah.
It's a digital platform. And I started my career with, doing reporting with NETV. And I
Okay.
used to be a city reporter, and I worked with NETV for a year, and then I moved to ET Now, and I started doing business journalism there.
Okay.
And I used to cover verticals like marketing, advertising, FMCG. And then from ET Now, I moved to Times Now, which is the general news channel of the same group.
Yeah.
And I started doing general news at that point of time. And I was doing features for Times Now. Features means weekend programming. They are more of soft shows and soft stories that come
Okay.
on the channel, not really hardcore news that you see every day at prime time. And so that's what my journey had been for the last 11 years or so.
Yeah.
And then finally I decided I want to take a switch and I want to move to digital, because digital was looking as the next leap right now. And I was also bored with television,
Yeah.
because I think I was bored by doing the same kind of work and I wanted to experience more in life.
Yeah.
And this opportunity with Bada Business came by, and I thought that I'll take the plunge and see how I like it. And I started doing content for them, and I started doing courses for them, their problem solving courses and their EAE content, because my hold in content is very strong,
Yeah.
and that's what I like doing also.
Yeah.
So therefore I started heading that division there. And it's been, I think, about 4 months that I've been with them, and the journey has been pretty nice and pretty, I would say, like a roller coaster and a hustle, because it's a startup and you really like working sometimes in a hustle like that.
Yeah. Also, for the viewers who watch your content, they like the way you articulate the message in your videos, the way you communicate your part. So I feel that
I'm
even if
really
it's,
glad.
yeah, even if
Yeah,
it's
I'm
four
really
months,
glad they do.
yeah, even if it's 4 months, the journey is good.
Really happy to hear a positive feedback from you. And the good thing is that all of us are so connected with social media these days, that even if they don't like something, they're very open about it, and they tell you that
Yeah.
Samriti ma'am, we didn't understand this thing, of but till now luckily I haven't got a negative feedback, if I can brag a little about myself.
Yeah.
But the thing is that I get feedback and I understand that what you're liking, what is the pulse of the viewer.
Yeah.
And that's what I want to work on more, because if what I'm saying and what I'm teaching, if you don't understand that, and if it doesn't help you, then the purpose of my just delivering the content will not help either.
Yeah. Exactly.
So that's my focus, that it should help in some way.
Yeah. I had read this somewhere that with the internet, information is available to everyone. Like there is no information which is hidden from someone. So now what has become more important than information is the delivery of information. Like, okay, Google can give you the facts that, okay, these are the things, but it really matters as to who is explaining the facts, who is uh, simplifying the facts and bringing it in front of you. So I think that on that domain, you're doing a pretty good job.
Great, thank you. And that's a good side of, I think, another side of the story that you've put together, which is the delivery of content and how easily you can make it understand to the viewer. Because as you said, yes, content is available everywhere. There are books and there are 1,000 articles you can find on the internet. But whether you understand, and if the delivery can make you understand, then it solves the purpose completely.
Yeah. And I wanted to ask this fact that how did, like, after a long journey into journalism, how did Bada Business happen? Like, was it that you received an offer and that's when you got this thought that, okay, it's time that maybe we can make a switch? Or was it that you were already looking out for career changes and that's when this thing popped up and like the two things just intersected? And
So I won't say so. I obviously I was looking for a career change. Yes, that was in my mind and was at the back of my mind as well.
Yeah.
But I was so happy and complacent in my job in times now, because you had reached a position, you had a team, you were so comfortable with everything
Yeah.
that you think twice before leaving something and going into anything, even if it
Yeah.
wasn't Bada business, it was something else. But the whole change, I think, happened was when I finally decided. Actually, there's a great saying which says, "You propose and God disposes it."
Yeah.
So I had decided to start my own work. Actually, I was getting into freelancing and thinking of getting into starting a small time production house, and taking my own journey like that.
Yeah.
And that's what I did also when I quit Times last year around Diwali time. I did start, doing freelance work, and because of my reputation and how I have worked with people, I did get a good chunk of work as well. And I think at that point and I did that for 2-3 months actually, and I was liking it also.
Okay.
But I think someone referred me to the Bada business team, because they were looking to, find someone who can take care of the content piece well, and help them speeden up the process of their courses and their interviews, etc.
Yeah.
And Bada business had been associated with the Times Group, on a few events, and I
Okay.
think someone referred my name to them, and that's how we got in touch. And I don't know, I just took the plunge. I won't say I was thinking so much that, oh, I wanted to do my own work, why am I getting into a job again?
Yeah.
All those thoughts came into my mind and everything crossed my mind, but I just, it just says, I thought that maybe it's, as I said, God had disposed the idea right now of doing
Yeah.
something on your own.
Yeah.
So I just took up the opportunity, and I thought that let me see how this goes.
Yeah. I would end the interview with a question which I like asked to all the guests, that now that you have been through this whole conversation and you have answered each and every question, if you wanted to just explain it to someone in a minute why they need to listen to this whole 1 hour conversation, then what would that be?
Okay, so in Bada business style, I think I'll make it very implementable and pointer wise for them. If they want to watch a podcast that will give them an insight into the world of journalism, b know what job roles and skills are necessary to master that art. Three, understand the whole idea of passion and true calling.
Yeah.
And four, that if they want to know about what the medium is currently going through, and how digital and TV are sort of juxtaposed right now, and someone who's done a career switch can give some deeper insights like me, they can listen to this podcast, and these four things will give them a clarity on moving ahead in a career, in a field like mass communications that can be very intimidating, and also great fun at the same time.
Yeah. So thank you for being on this podcast, and it was literally a learning thing for me because I'm also very much involved into this entire genre of how mass communication works, and from it, this podcast for me personally was a great learning out of it.
Great, great. I think I've entered into a space in my life right now which is very exciting and related to only learning.
Yeah.
So either I am learning something, or I'm helping people learn a lot of stuff. So if anything that I do is associated and can help anyone learn something from it, I think that is the ultimate reward that I can get out of anything that I'm doing.
Yeah.
So I think thank you for this opportunity, and I hope whoever watches this podcast on your channel, or your social media handles, and is interested in mass comm will have definitely a clarity on what they want to do in this, at least in this field.
Yeah, for sure, 100%. That's happening.